Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Warriors and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Buckeyes are never satisfied, even though this team went 12-2 last season, perfect in the Big Ten until the Big Ten championship loss to Indiana. Ryan Day knows the Buckeyes have something to prove. They have got to rebuild and reload after losing some top talent to the NFL. But they have got Jeremiah Smith, and he is the best player in the country. They can build around this superstar. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Warriors offense will have the football first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's King. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Warriors will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Buckeyes offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but it's...
He's going to go for a big one. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Cross. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And his offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Running inside, it's Cross. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Buckeye! Quick strike through the air for the score. Ducks ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5.
And wow, opening kick of the game. How about the coverage unit getting down the field, pinning their ears back, and getting the ball carrier to the ground? That is the best way possible you can start this thing.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He'll field the punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Sellers to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Snagged in the middle. A Deacon. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To throw, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Fullback's got it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down, Sellers. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The run inside. It's Jackson. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be a...
Makes the grab in their space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers. There's the pressure. Got a wide open receiver. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the score.
What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
The give to the fullback. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Making sure the fullback gets a touch there, and good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
Offense gets set for second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fisher. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Sellers from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all away. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first and goal situation.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Trojans! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Chase to the right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. They go to the wide receiver screen. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sellers. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Sellers. Finds the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
this offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They go play action with Sellers. Steps away to find some room. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good, safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does. Sets up second.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the point after is good. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Sellers. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Goes high to pull it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USC! The defense gets it done with that huge... a strong kick to get this one underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Reed makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8.
Man, this offense is feeling itself, right? Drive the ball right down the field, opening drive, forget kicking an extra point, just going to go for 2. Looks like an aggressive game plan for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for room. It's Benjamin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he's looking into the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here's Sellers to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy.
Running free. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I'm kind of surprised that's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Flying down the left side. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
This time he's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Put 6 on the board.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's Reed to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along along the sideline. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed to fuse. This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the USC Trojans and the Memphis Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Huff told me pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
But on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Buying some time. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Ready.
Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Right back to the well. Fights off a defender. Man, there were some collisions in there before he was finally stopped about a yard short. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the first down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Jackson. Here's a little room there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Sellers. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal. Now rolling to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got maybe a yard, third down and 9 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Got his man on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And the big deflection on third down forces a 4th down.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, not giving up the third down conversion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 72 yards, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give to the back. couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The throw to the outside is complete. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away. Know when the play is over.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fold, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up.
Touchdown, Tigers! Gets it into the end zone. When you're handed a